So now we're going to talk about Six Sigma, and Six Sigma is a very important quality program or improvement program actually. And Six Sigma is the framework that we use for our Lean Six Sigma consulting projects that we do with our partner company. So I talk a lot about those because these are examples that I can use in practice with you guys. The projects that we do with our seniors in operations supply chain with those companies, we use the Lean Six Sigma framework, which is the one that you're going to look at here. Okay. So Six Sigma was a methodology actually created by Motorola and then later on developed by GE. It's widely used in the industry, and it's basically a method, a system to you know make sure that you're uh, kept doing projects to improve your processes, right? And it have a methodology to how to solve problems, how to have improvement projects. Improvement projects are the ones that are going to impact in your performance, right? So you can do a project as the examples that I told you guys to increase the productivity of an area, or you can do a project to reduce the lead time or reduce inventory or to produce more tacos with the same number of people that you have, or reduce the defects of the tacos that you're producing. They're all examples of improvement projects that can be done using this Six Sigma methodology. Okay, so it allows you to think analytically and use data and use statistical methods to solve problems focused on the customer needs. Okay. So we use this framework called DMAIC, and it's just an acronym or of the different phases. And you can see that's they're the very same phases that we looked at process analysis, just with a different name. Okay. So first you define the problem, understand, what you need to achieve, what is the goal, what is the objectives, what does the customer want. Then you measure the current state, and to measure the current state, you're going to use those tools that we discussed. The swim lane diagram, process map. See, that's a swim lane diagram actually, where you understand what are the steps that are being done, who is doing what. If you go to, for example, in our sandwich, the swim lane that we draw in class about the sandwich and burgers, making those fries and wraps. We draw a swim lane, right? That swim lane help you to look at the process steps and understand, what are you doing and why are you doing things like that. And if you're looking at productivity, where is spending more time, where I'm losing time that I can reduce maybe by, some different equipment, maybe changing the layout. So you can look and understand what is the current situation, how many tacos I'm doing per hour, per month, when I'm more productive, less productive, blah, blah, blah. Analyze is when you try to dig into the root causes. So we talked about the cause and effect diagram, the Ishikawa, right? Where you look at, why, what is impacting why, what are the causes, the axis that impact on my why, and that's the root cause analysis. Then you go to improve, where you make suggestions of improvements. So, what are we going to change in the layout, maybe to produce more tacos? I gave you guys examples of the equipment cleaning process that we did with Atrium Healthcare, where we changed the logic that they use for getting the equipment and where they're going to clean, and then going and cleaning the same floors instead of cleaning the equipment in different floors and taking everything downstairs. So that part of the improvement phase. Control, that's how you're going to sustain and maintain that improvement state. So there's, again, a lot of methods and tools that help you do that, especially if talking about statistical tools. There's a lot of statistical tools that we can use, like a lot of fun stuff like a two-sample t-test and regression analysis and chi-square and all the beautiful statistics tools that you study and loved when you're doing your stats class. We use to do those Lean Six Sigma project, right? So it's a lot embedded in what nowadays a lot of people are talking about, data analytics. It's a lot about data analytics because the analyze phase, which is basically one of the most important ones, or at least longer ones, we use all those statistic tools. So that's kind of the basis, like a robust problem solving methodology that is based on those statistical tools. Okay.